Hey divas, what's going on? How are we doing? Hope we're doing good. I am doing okay, I guess. I've been so tired though. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie. I've just been exhausted for like the past like 3 days. Cause I was traveling for work. I went to Daytona, which was fun. It was really great. I had a good time, it was super awesome, super epic. I truly did have a wonderful time. It just felt kind of like meh, I guess. I don't know. I think it's because like we didn't have a lot of content stuff planned, so it was a little bit harder than normal. So like didn't really get as much as we normally would, but was still there for a good bit of stuff that happened, which was really fun. The race on Saturday was really great. Not as eventful as last year, to put it kindly. No one flipping over this year, which is good. No huge fires, which is better. But there was like a huge wreck and a bunch of cars got taken out. But the racing that was going on the entire race, but especially like the last 40 laps, was so fun to watch. It was just like very, very fun. And like I love going to drafting tracks. Like I love super speedway racing. I think it's just so entertaining to watch and see like the moves that they're doing, because to be a driver and be going not only just like having to operate like this vehicle that is multiple tons of metal and you're going at almost over 200 miles an hour at certain points, and you're having to like understand the aerodynamics of your car and like how air is around your car but also the cars around you, to me is just so impressive. And like the way that some of these drivers like understand draft racing, like is so impressive in my opinion. Like I really do think that they're just like incredibly, I think they're just great athletes pretty much. I could never do that. Like I honest to God, like if someone was like, "Okay, you have to get into a stock car and drive on Daytona Speedway." I'd be like, "No." I would immediately wreck the fucking car. I wouldn't know what the hell I was doing. Like I don't know how they do it. Like it's a lot of people don't like watching super speedway racing because it's like very unpredictable, especially because like it's a super speedway, like it is drafting, so like it just like one wrong move in the air can like fuck everything up. And like especially at Daytona and like Talladega, like it's known for cars to like go airborne. So like it didn't happen this year, which is great. I don't think it's happened this year except for when Priest went into the air during the 500. But everyone was on the ground this year, which is great. That's an important thing. Definitely an insane situation. I'm not gonna lie. Like definitely wild. It was really fun though. Like the racing that was happening was great. Like you could feel the energy coming off of those drivers, because I think it was like 6 out of the top 10 were drivers that needed a win to get into the playoffs. And we didn't have a new winner, so Alex Bowman made it into the playoffs, which like yes. That 48 team has been working really hard all fucking year. I'm not gonna lie. They've come very close to winning a few times. They've been up front a lot this year, and like I think Alex was like ninth in points or something, like something like insane like that. Like he was like in the top 10 like all year long. So didn't have a win, but that doesn't mean he's not gonna win at all this season. So I think that like they still have a chance to get into victory lane, and I'm very happy that they made it in. Seeing Ryan Blaney go from like 14th to winning in 2 laps was a crazy thing to witness. Definitely insane. They were 4 wide coming to the finish line. Like it was just crazy, but it was so cool to see and was a really epic. It really was an epic race. Like it was so fun. But yeah, it was a good time. It was so hot and humid. It was so humid. It was just gross. Apparently it's not supposed to be super hot this weekend. I am going to Darlington, so I'll be in South Carolina this weekend, which I'm really, by the time this comes out, I think that would have already passed. Because I believe this is coming out next week. It's not coming out this week, so. Also going to Darlington, really looking forward to that for the playoff race. I'm very excited. I honestly am just like so pumped. Like I can't wait to go and like be there. I've never been to Darlington before, but the racing at Darlington is always really great, and it's a fun track. So really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a good time. I immediately came home. When I travel like back to back for work, like I think I have been home. I've been home since Sunday evening, so I was home Monday, yesterday, and today is Wednesday, and I'll be home tomorrow, and then I'll leave Friday. So I'll be home for like 4 days. And then the last time I like was traveling back to back weekends, I was home for 3. And it's like, it's so funny because like I don't even like fully unpack my suitcase. Like I do my laundry, I take out the toiletries that I don't have doubles of, because some I have like travel size versions of them, and then others I have like full versions that I fill the travel size versions with that I just keep at home. Just 'cause it's so much easier, and it takes up less space in my suitcase too. Even though I check my bag, like I always check my bag because I have 2 bags. I keep like my bag with all like my technology stuff in it, so like my mics, my camera, my radio, like all of that stuff stays with me, and I use that as my carry-on, and then I check my actual bag. Do I need to do that? No, but it just makes things a lot easier for me because I carry so much shit with me. I come prepared to the track. I come in prepared. There was like a girl, she was like, hey, do you have an iPhone charger? And I was like, yeah, and I like gave her mine that I have because I have a 15, so it's the USB-C, and she was like, oh no, like I need the other one. And I was like, I have that cord as well, don't worry. Like, I was like, don't worry. She was like, wow, you're prepared. I said, yeah, I come prepared to the track. I'm ready to go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think there are like 6 more races I'll be at this year, including Darlington. So really looking forward to it. The playoffs have begun, and my stress level has continued to go up. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm only just very stressed all the time. It's okay. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm very worried about it. Very, very worried about it. But it's not supposed to be super hot this weekend. It's like fake fall right now in Georgia. This always happens at the end of August, beginning of September. We get this like cold front from Canada. At least this is what's happened the last few years. We get this like cold front from Canada, and then it's like 60, 50s at night. The hottest it gets is like 80s. Like I think the hottest it is today was 80. Yeah. So, and then it's not super humid. It's really nice outside. Like it's such beautiful temperatures. And like I love this time of year because I love fall. Fall is my favorite season, followed by spring. I have allergies for both of those seasons. It's so great for me. I've been so congested lately. I want to fucking hit my head through a wall. Like I can't do it. I can't do it. But this is the fake fall time of Georgia, so like it's been like this. It's been like low 60s, like high 50s at night. Then like the highest it's getting is 80. It like stays like in the 70s for most of the day. The sun is out, but if you're in this shade, like it's nice and cool, like it's really nice. And then in 2 weeks probably, I think the week after this, it's going to be back to like the 90s. I'm gonna want to die. It always does this. It's like a 2-week period sometimes, and then it gets really hot again, and then it just gets cold. Like I love climate change. I love it so much. It's so much fun. It makes the weather so unpredictable down here, and I like if you live in Georgia, you know what I'm talking about. But like a bunch of southern states are like experiencing this, and I'm just like I'm like okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for fall. It's August. Like, I put my Halloween decorations up in September. I'm one of those psychos who puts their Halloween decorations up a month before Halloween even starts, before October. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. I think it might be my favorite holiday, and then I just love Christmas after that. All of the Burr months is like my favorite time of year. I love September to December. It's my favorite time of year. Also, seasonal depression. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch that's seasonally depressed, but I'm covered in tinsel and having a great time. Like It's you know, it is what it is. It's like my favorite time of year. I love cooler weather. I hate the heat. I sweat like a fucking dog, and it's disgusting. And like I hate summer in the South, specifically in Georgia because it's so humid. It wasn't for a good bit at the beginning of the summer, and then like July hit and I don't know what the fuck happened, but like it just got really hot and humid and gross and sticky, and I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to do it anymore. When it was dry, it was fine. When it was this humidity is the absolute culprit, and it sucks ass so much. Like it's so bad, but I'm I'm really looking forward to fall this year. I'm so excited. Halloween, I will be in Phoenix because that's when championship weekend is. The truck race for the championship is on Halloween, so can't wait for that. I'm gonna dress up to the track, obviously track appropriate, but I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna have I'm gonna be wearing a silly little costume as I'm like watching race trucks go by, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have such a great time. But I'm really looking forward to like just the fall season this year. I really like it's just I'm so excited. I love fall so much. It's my favorite time of year. And there've been Halloween decorations out since I think the beginning of August at some of the craft stores. Most of them have been out, but Spirit Halloween is popping up in multiple locations where I live, and I cannot wait to go wander around and look at all of this shit that I never buy. Like, I just go and I look at everything. I don't very rarely ever buy anything at Spirit. I think I bought the Scream bag last year, like the mask. I have that because like I went as Sam Carpenter for Halloween from Scream 6. Her outfit in Scream 6 and Scream 7. It was Scream 5. Scream 7 hasn't come out yet. Hello. But yeah, super excited. I know I'm in the like fall mood because I've been only reading thrillers lately, which has been very interesting for me because I'm the type of person who reads before they go to bed. I've had some very interesting dreams lately. I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck even happened? Multiple dreams where someone is trying to kill me. Whatever that means subconsciously, I don't know, but it's been a reoccurring situation. I think I need to stop reading thrillers before I go to bed. It's not good for me. It's not healthy. I also, when I was younger, because I'm a huge like true crime buff, so like I watch a lot of true crime documentaries. I listen to true crime podcasts. I listen to My Favorite Murder and Last Podcast on the Left to go to sleep sometimes because, again, mentally ill, so it's fine. But I used to like be doom scrolling on Murderpedia when I was in high school, and then I had this this reoccurring dream of John Wayne Gacy trying to murder me, and I was like, I should maybe stop. I should maybe stop going down deep rabbit holes on Murderpedia before I go to sleep. That just seems like a really bad idea for my mental health. So I stopped doing that, and the reoccurring nightmare stopped occurring. Isn't that crazy how that works? But it's like these thriller books that I've been reading have been so good that it's hard for me to put them down. So like I'm like I just want to keep reading. Right now I'm reading Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. It's very heavy. It's a very heavy book that covers a lot, but it's so good. Like it's really good. It's more true crime-esque than it is like horror novels. I don't know, thriller books have just been doing it for me lately, like true crime thriller stuff. I really, really enjoy it. But like the on the opposite spectrum of that is me reading romance books too. Finished Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Was honestly very shocked at how much I liked it. I wasn't expecting to like it that much. I did mention this in the last episode, but I don't think I was done with it at that point. But like I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did because there were a lot of people on Book Talk especially being like, this isn't as good as her other ones, and I disagree. I think that she's never like fully had like romance be entirely the main plot point. There's always been something else. Like even with Beach Read, like Beach Read is about January going to this house and coming to terms with her father's passing and everything. And so it's like, yeah, it's not just about the relationship she has with Gus, like, and that developing and everything. There's more to it. It's exploring the themes of grief, which is, like, not what you expect in, like, a romance book, but Beach Read is one of my favorites. I really like Great Big Beautiful Life. I thought it was really well done. I loved the subplot in it. I thought it was such a mysterious, like, I was so invested in the subplot as well as the main plot. Like, I was like, okay, like, I want to know both things. I want to see how both things end up going, how they end up turning out, and then on top of that, like, how they tie together. Because how she tied it together, I was like, this genius, this bitch. I love her writing so much. She's immediately, like, one of my auto-buy authors. Like, if she has a book coming out, I will pre-order it. Like, I don't care. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was really great. Well, I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it was. Fuck. These thoughts are fleeting and they leave my brain, like, so fast. It's kind of insane. It's kind of crazy how fast they leave my brain. But yeah, anyone who was like, her most recent book was not a romance book, I want to know what the fuck you were reading, because that was definitely by definition a romance novel. Like, hello. But yeah, those are the two genres that I've been reading. Right now I'm reading sapphic romance. Say a Little Prayer. It's honestly fucking hilarious, right? And balancing that with another thriller is, like, insane work on my part. I'm such a mood reader, it's actually insane. It's just like balancing the two. I did finish whoa. I did finish all of the Summer I Turned Pretty books. That reading vlog will be out soon, hopefully. God fucking bless. I'm so tired of it. But yeah, it's been like every Wednesday I've just been, like, so invested in this fucking stupid love triangle. And Jenny, I just watched the most recent episode 8. There are 3 more episodes, which I'm scared now. Because she said that she changed the ending, don't know how. But, like, the same result is supposed to happen, but she's changing how it was, like, executed. Which, after finishing the 3rd book, I'm kind of glad, because there's a whole chunk of time that's, like, just, like, missing at the end. But really looking forward to seeing how she does that, because I'm very interested in seeing, like, what happens. Like, I truly don't know what to expect for these last 3 episodes, and I'm really looking forward to them. So, I can't wait. I cannot wait. OMG. But yeah, I finished all those books. Definitely not the best books I've read all year. I'm gonna just leave it at that for now. Just gonna leave it there at the moment. Yeah. Was I super invested in them? Yeah, because I love the show, but it's just definitely not. I saw a comment being like, yeah, the books are better than the show is, and I was like, what ones were you reading? Because they definitely are not. They definitely are not. Jenny Han, like, definitely, like, enhanced these characters and the storyline so much more in the show, which, like, usually is what happens when something is adapted from book to screen. Like, if the author has a hand in it, they will usually, like, make it better than what they think it could have been originally. The only ones I don't think you could have made better was The Hunger Games. I think that's a very true book-to-screen adaptation that keeps everything in it that needs to be in it, you know? Like, it cut a few things, but not anything that I think was too major. And there was a change in Mockingjay. Like, Effie wasn't part of the rebellion in the books, but she is in the films, and which I think was super important. Definitely a very important thing to add in there, because I love her, okay? One of the best characters in that franchise. But yeah, Summer I Turned Pretty has just been taking over my life. It's like, yeah, every single Wednesday I'm concerned about my close friend, Conrad Fisher. Like, it's, like, crazy. Speaking of close friends, I know everyone has heard about it already at this point by the time this comes out, but Taylor Swift got engaged. I am genuinely, like, very happy for her, as someone who has been listening to her music and has seen, like, the progression of, like, her heartbreaks that she's had and everything, and like the love that she's gone through and the relationship she's had in the past and how that has shaped her into who she is today. Like, I'm very happy for her. I know that there are no ethical billionaires. However, the parasocial relationship I have with major pop star Taylor Swift is that I understand that there are things that she has done or not done that have made a huge impact, but I also understand that because of who she is and her status and everything, a lot of the things that she does not do is to protect her fans, because whatever she does or does not do puts the people who love her in jeopardy, and that includes her fans specifically. And I think people forget that. People are like going on, a lot of people have a lot of opinions about her engagement announcement, and I understand where all of the arguments are coming from. As someone who is like a big activist, and I don't shy away from that, and someone who's very vocal, yes, I am still a fan of Taylor Swift. I love her music. I think she writes music in a way that a lot of people don't. And I'm still excited for her new album that's coming out. I'm excited for her in this new chapter of her life. Like, I think it's all very great for her. I'm very, very excited for her. But a lot of people are being like, well, the ring that she has probably cost a shit ton of money, and Travis spent all that money on flowers when it could have gone to something else. And it's like, yeah, that's true. But there are normal people that like aren't super famous, that just are wealthy, that spend millions of dollars on their wedding all the time. It's hard to like fight people on that. Like, and what I truly believe is going to happen is I don't think that they're going to have this huge extravagant thing with how, with the engagement photos, like they were very like intimate, small. They were engaged for 2 weeks before they even announced anything, is what Taylor's dad said. Like, they've been engaged for 2 whole weeks before they even made it public. Like, I think she's trying to keep this part of her life as private as possible. And I don't blame her, because all of her relationships have been so incredibly public. And the way that she's been going about this relationship with Travis has been very different from her past ones, I would say. But, like, in a good way. And I honestly believe that they are going to have a really small ceremony. And yes, they might spend a lot of money on things like flowers and the cake and her dress and whatever, but it's not like they're doing what Jeff Bezos did and renting out fucking Venice. Like, I do not think that that is going to be what's going to happen. I do think it's going to be a really small ceremony with the people that she is very close to. Same thing, like with her family and her really close friends. And I think Travis is going to want the same thing. And it's like, I don't, like, yeah, they might spend a lot of money on their wedding, but a lot of people spend a lot of money on their wedding. She's allowed to do that. I think, like, so many people are like, well, yeah, she is a billionaire, and there are no ethical billionaires. But also, you can't say that she can't have a nice wedding that she wants if she's, like, not doing something that's, like, incredibly, if it's just, like, a nice ceremony with her family and friends, like, and they go all out on like flowers and decor and food and whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. She wants her day to be special. She's allowed to have that, billionaire or not. There are normal people that aren't super famous that spend a shit ton of money on their wedding because they want the day to be special for them and their loved ones. That's okay. Like, that is okay. I know she is not like, I'm not saying this to be like, she's just like you and me, because she's not. Her and Travis are not, in no way. But it's like, you can't also expect them to just like not do the things that normal people also do. You know what I mean? You can't fault them for wanting to have like a nice thing for a major point in their life. You know? Like, I think that people are just like kind of forgetting that part. And it's like, yeah, she's allowed to do that if she wants to. Yes, objectively, the money can go to other things, but, like, you can't ask someone not to have a wedding. You know what I mean? Like, my cousin got married. I wasn't sitting there being like, oh, I wish they, like, donated this money to, like, hungry children instead. No, because you're allowed to have nice things in your life. You shouldn't be, like, faulted for that. Yes, there are things she should have spoken up about. at this point, and she hasn't, and like that is just very disappointing. Like Palestine and just like what's going on in the country since Trump has taken office and like things like that. It's like, yeah, your platform is very powerful, but there's also the other argument of like there was that dance studio in London, I think it was, that a bunch of little girls got killed because they were having a Taylor Swift like dance party or something. It was because of her music that they were targeted. And she felt awful. And there were also a few of her shows during the Eras tour that were not allowed to happen because there was a terrorist threat and she wasn't willing to risk the lives of so many of her fans. I think people also forget that that's like a thing. And like if she like talks on certain things, there is a very high chance that she could be putting a lot of innocent people in danger. And I think a lot of people forget that, and it's like I wish it wasn't that situation, but I also think like not everything is black and white. There is a lot of gray, and I think the internet is so good at making people think that every situation is black and white, and it's not. And people hate that there's gray area and everything. And it's like, yeah, nuance exists in life because not everything is black and white, and that's just the way life is. It There's always more to it than just what you think is there. That's just how life is the gray area. Okay? It's not one or the other. It never is. And I think that just like the internet has perpetuated this whole idea of like there's only one or the other, and it's just not true. And it's you can't go through life looking at life being like, well, it's black and white and there is no gray area, because one, that makes you incredibly ignorant, or it makes you incredibly cynical. Like and that's just not how life is. Things are so complicated. Everything is so complicated all the time, and I think so many people try to simplify it just for their own sanity. And it's like I'm guilty of that too. I try to like make things like black and white and like be like, okay, well, it has to be this or this, but I know that it's not, and I've had to learn and cope with that, because that's what gives me anxiety is the gray area. The gray area is what causes me to have panic attacks, but I cope with them. You deal with it, and you get through life, and that's just living. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a great thing. Being alive is great, no matter how complicated things seem to be. And for me, things have felt very complicated lately. But you know what? I'm still here. I still wake up every day. I'm still breathing. I'm still kicking. I'm still doing what I want to do. And I'm living my life. And to me, that's more important than just like being like, well, it is what it like. It's this or this, and that's that, and just like not allowing myself to feel anything else or think outside the box. It's like you need to understand that the world is vast and things are complicated and difficult and hard, and that's just how it is, but we all get through it together because we're all going through this at the same time. Not everybody has the same situation, obviously, but we as people, like, I am a firm believer in there are no unique experiences. And as scary as that may be, because everyone's like, well, if you're never going to feel a unique experience, then what's the point? It's like the situation itself may not be a unique experience, but you experiencing it for the first time is. And that's what makes it worth it, you know? You can't, yes, it's not a unique experience for the whole vast of society, but have you ever experienced that? No? Then it's worth it because you're getting a new experience out of the entire situation. That's what matters. We've got 2 episodes in a row of me going super deep for no reason, but that's just the way it is. Sorry. Salem is on my bed at the very edge, and I keep hitting the mattress, and he jumps up every time. I'm sorry, Bubby. I love you. He hates me. He's so mad at me. I strong left turn, but I haven't taken my suitcase out of my room. And he knows that if my suitcase is still in my room, then it means I'm going to be leaving again. And he's mad at me. He doesn't like when I leave. He has abandonment issues. Me and my best friend got him when we were when we were living together. And I literally got a text from my mom, and she was like, hey, do you want a cat? I was like, let me ask Megan. And I texted her and I said, hey, do you want to count? She said yes. And I said, okay, cool. And so because he was left at my mom's coworker's door in a box, he was just left there. And she couldn't take care of him, so she was just like giving him away for free. And so we took him to the vet and got him all of his shots and everything. And he's been with me for almost 5 years now. He's my little baby. Not 5 years, 2022. Almost 4. Yeah. Yeah, almost 4 years. My brain is working today. Can you tell? It's not. I took a nap earlier too, and I'm still like exhausted. I don't know what it is. I've just been so tired. I've been having some like health things going on too, so like that's been contributing to the exhaustion, which has not been fun. I am going to the doctor this Friday, so yay. Yippee. I'm so excited. Yeah, I am going to the doctor on Friday, so we'll see what they say, and if it's bad news, then oh no. It is what it is. But yeah, I haven't really been doing much other than working though. I don't have as many updates this time around because not that much time has passed since the last recording, but that's okay. You know, it is what it is. Oh, I want to talk about weapons. I didn't talk about weapons in depth the last episode. I did mention seeing it, but horror movies are so back. And the reason I say that is because the big 3 of horror films I've seen this year, the first movie I saw this year was Nosferatu. Was phenomenal, absolutely amazing. Then I saw Sinners, was obsessed with Sinners. I think I talked about Sinners in the first episode of this show, of the podcast. Then I saw Weapons, and Weapons actually blew me away. I need to go see it again. It was just so well written, and Zach Krager is a genius, and no one can convince me otherwise, because how the fuck did he come up with that movie? I just, like, and every single interview I've seen with him talking about it, he's like, yeah, I just, like, had stream of consciousness, and that's just what came out. And I was like, what? Like, where did that even come from? Like, where did this movie come from in your brain? Like, that is just so crazy to me that he was just like, yeah, I just let myself sit down and wrote, and that's what came out. And he, like, talked about how, like, Gladys, like, didn't even really appear until, like, the 4th part, because it's, like, broken up into, like, 5 acts. So it wasn't until, like, the 4th act that, like, Gladys, like, really made an appearance. And I was like, that's actually crazy that he went that far into it and was like, oh yeah, what if I put this, like, woman in here who is, like, makes everything just, like, so uneasy? And it worked. It worked really well. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it just, like, it worked so well. And so I'm so in shock at how well done the film was. And it's done, like, phenomenally, too, in the box office. I saw it the week it came out. I need to go see it again because it just, like, I was blown away at how well done it was. Like, it was just, and it's just shot so well, too. It's genuinely just, like, a stunning film to watch, but if you are a huge, like, horror fan, it's gonna have so many elements to it that you're just like, I'm in love with this. Like, this is so good. Like, I'm obsessed. And then listening to him talk about it and him, like, breaking it apart, like, it really just was so interesting to hear him talking about it. And there were certain things, like, he wouldn't answer. Like, there are certain aspects to it, like, he won't give answers to, like, he won't explain what they mean, and he's pulling the whole, like, David Lynch move of not explaining it and letting it just kind of, like, speak for itself, which I really do love. I love that he's doing that and not giving the answers to everything, because, like, he doesn't have to. It does speak for itself, and that was David Lynch's, like, whole thing of, like, the art speaks for itself, you don't need to explain it. However, I love hearing, like, the reasons behind things if, like, the creator is conscious of the reason as to why they exist. Which is why I think directors are so interesting people. Not everyone can direct, and that's just the truth. Everyone thinks they can, but not everyone can actually do it. Because there are deeper meanings to things than what's at face value. And that goes for like writing as well. And that's why like lit class is like a thing that you do in high school, because it's like, as a creative, art has more layers to it than what is on the surface level. There's always more meaning to it, but it's whether or not you want to give that away. Like it's on the creator if they want to explain it. But like I love hearing about that stuff. That's what's so interesting to me. That's why I love art so much. That's why I love film. That's why I love reading. And just like, it's just like there's always like a reason for something, for it being in there, unless it wouldn't be in there. And it's like sometimes you as the creator don't even know why it's there until later. And you're like, wait a minute. Subconsciously I did this because of this. And then you just like amaze yourself. Like it's so fun. Being a creative is such a fun thing. It's like there's a reason why so many people want to be that, you know? Like there are so many people that want to be artists. Not to say, there are people that are like, I want to be a doctor and that's what I want to do. And it's like, great, that's wonderful. I love that for you. Couldn't be me in the slightest. Never ever in my life did I like want to do something that would like be considered practical. I never ever in my life was ever like, yeah, I could do an office job. And some people like that life, love that lifestyle. They like having the same routine, and just like it brings them joy and doesn't stress them out, and that's great. I love that for you. Couldn't be me. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I would probably be so miserable. Like just because the way that my brain works is like art is so important, and it's like, yeah, there's a reason why like pop culture is such a big thing, because art is what brings like people together, and it gives you emotions and like makes you feel things you don't think you could have felt before. And like that's just like, and it reflects the human experience too. And it's just such a beautiful way to like experience life through art. It's so great. Like there's just like so much out there and so many things that people create that is just like absolutely amazes me, that people like have been able to do these things. And that's why I fucking hate AI so much, because it's so lazy. And like I need more people to be like actually engaging and using critical thinking, because they're not anymore. There are far too many people that are being reliant on technology, and every day we are closer and closer to a dystopian society if we are not already there now, which you could argue we are. But engaging in art and having critical thinking, and like just being able to not see something as black and white, being able to like understand that gray area, to understand the meaning of things and why that's important, is such an important skill to have. And now not everybody has them, and it's terrifying. Like we are so screwed. Like with the way that things are going, like we are so fucking screwed. Like the day that there is an AI art gallery is the day that I become a supervillain. I will become so evil. You have no idea. I will become the evilest person ever. I like that is the day that I make it everyone's problem. 'Cause it's just, you can't look at something by like Frida Kahlo or Klimt or Claude Monet and like see that and be like, yeah, that AI art is better. Are you fucking insane? Are you crazy? How are you going to look at something that this person poured their heart and soul into? Especially Frida Kahlo. She had so much symbolism in her paintings of what was going on in her life. I remember being in like AP art history in high school, and we spent like 2 days on a Frida piece because there was just so much to it that like you could have talked about it forever. And that was just one of her paintings. Like there was so much connected to like what was going on in her personal life to her art, because that's how she expressed her emotions and what she was going through. And every single time I see a piece by her, I stand there and I stare at it for so long. And I've been lucky enough to go to so many, like, a good chunk of art museums. I love going to museums in general, which they need to be supported because of what's going on in this fucking country right now. But I love going to art museums, especially because you get to see these pieces of art that have been around for so long, and like huge staples in like history. I've seen a few Frida pieces in person, and I always am just like so amazed at them because it's like, wow, like she felt this so strongly, and like you can feel it too. And when you use your brain, the thing that's inside your skull, and think critically, it makes things so much more interesting. It makes things so much more interesting. But we are living in a time where generative AI is literally taking over fucking everything, and I'm so sick and tired of it. Like, I think they're trying to build another power center or something not too far from where I live. And there already is like a huge one. I think that's for Meta, that it's literally destroying the infrastructure in the town that it's in because it's in this rural town. And of course, they're just like abusing the poor people in poverty. Of course they are. It's just I don't know how people don't like wake up and scream every day. like the where we are right now, I truly don't understand. But like I don't know how, like, you know, like the meme of like man wakes up and screams at clouds. Like that's me every day, every time I see a news headline. Like, how are people not enough people in my day-to-day life are mad about what's going on. Like, a lot of my friends are, we talk about it all the time. I know people that are like, that like work in like healthcare, and they see these like horrible fucking things all the time and like see what's going on. I have a lot of friends that are teachers. My mom is a teacher. She's been telling me things that's been going, like, I know so many people that exist in different parts of society that we talk about what's going on in the world and how it's like affecting their day-to-day jobs. But just like I don't understand how like a normal person, like how anybody is like waking up and like you don't feel the bone crushing reality of what's going on right now in the world. I just like how do people not get through their day without fucking losing their minds? I said this to my therapist yesterday. I was like, I I feel like I just want to just become cynical about everything. Like, I was like, I'm getting closer and closer to just being cynical all the time, but I can't do that. I am that person who always has optimism. I'm a very optimistic person. I'm always trying to see the good in things, which is sometimes a fault, of course. Like, you can't, like I said, not everything's black and white. So, like, but I have hope all the time. And I'm a very hopeful person when it comes to a lot of things in my life. And I think like you can't let go of that, because if you do, you're just going to go insane. And I like hope keeps things alive. At least it's keeping me from spiraling out of control and becoming everyone's problem. Like, I know that there are better things on the horizon. I know things are getting better, or they will get better. And right now it's hard and it sucks. And there's a lot of really bad shit in the world. But you can't keep yourself focused on that 24/7, because if you do, you're going to lose yourself. And so that's why I think, like, yes, there's a balance between like staying informed and like also like taking care of yourself. Like, I will go on Instagram and I'll see what's going on with the news, because there are resources that I trust more than the actual news sometimes, that are on social media and social media focused. And I see what's going on and I go, okay. And I will log off and I will do what I know is going to make me feel better, whether that be reading a book about someone being murdered or doing a puzzle and watching fucking Phineas and Ferb on repeat, or like whatever it may be. Like, there are things that I myself do to keep myself from going insane. And no one should make you feel guilty for that. Because nobody can see what's going on right now every second of the day and not have it affect them. That's just impossible. That is not possible. Like, there's no fucking way you can see all this horrible shit that's going on right now and be sane. It's literally not possible. Like, it's impossible. There's no fucking way that is, you were able to do that. And if you are definitely not normal. Because what? You might be a fucking robot. Because you're telling me you don't get overwhelmed with what you see? Like, and I'm talking like neurotypical people. Like, even neurotypical people have like been like, okay, yeah, what's going on is not good. Very bad. No, no. And it's like, yeah, because it's not good. What is going on is very bad. And it's like, if you don't see that, like, everybody needs to take a step back sometimes. And that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say today. We got pretty deep today, which is not something I say that's not something that we do. Yeah, it is. I love to yap, and I love, like, deep conversations like this and opening up the floor and talking about what's going on in the world and blah, 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 blah. But I'm gonna go walk my dog outside in the beautiful weather that we're having right now. And then I'm gonna do some things that I need to get done because it's what I need to do. And I'm gonna read my silly little books. And I'm going to take care of myself. And you should too, okay? Because your mental health is important and you're important. And yes, things are scary right now and they just keep getting scarier if you live in the United States. But it's not gonna be scary forever. And so we're in this together. I'm here for you guys. And I love you, okay? And I'll see you guys later. Bye!